I have been slacking on all social media facets, unless it's like one for my paid clients through my production company. The main thing for here is because I just haven't felt the need for guidance for myself. But today, I just kept on feeling like I should pull some tarot. Not necessarily for me, but maybe someone else has a message that they need to hear. So I guess, again, we'll pull some tarot about it. But if you align with this message, it will find you. And if it doesn't align, then keep scrolling. It costs $0 to mind your own business. The energy of this reading is that you are about to make the quickest turnaround in 180 that you could ever imagine. Like, you're not ready for the 180 you're about to spin on people, and people are not ready for the 180 that you're about to spin on them. The Five of Cups, especially in this deck, is very much my like crying over spilled milk card. Like, when it comes out, it's like you are really just like grieving a situation that in the future is not going to be that deep for you, you know? And it's also a card about like the things that you've been paying attention to and turning your attention toward. They are not worth your time, and they are not worth the tears that you are crying over them, right? But in this situation, like you had some really big hardships, some heartbreak, some things that just did not go your way, like things that like it just did not turn you in your favor, and had you feeling like the whole world was against you and the whole universe was against you and things like that. I feel like a lot of us dealt with that. Like, a lot of people were dealing with a lot of hardship, especially through this like eclipse season, the Mercury retrograde season, like everything just happening all at once and ending with that like Scorpio full moon. Well, we were going through it big time. But the thing is that like you're not just turning like everything into gold. Like, everything I touch turns to gold. That's a big thing that is said. I've talked about that before. I think it was on my other TikTok, like my personal TikTok, but still, it was a reading that I did before where I remember this message that was like, be careful turning everything to gold, because even Midas's touch killed his daughter, or like killed those that he loved. And it's basically that when you go around trying to like turn every single thing that is around you into a profit or into some type of structure that would like benefit you in a certain way, you're not leaving room for the universe to remove things that really you don't have to turn to gold, because you'll do a lot better without them. And so you went through a period where the universe was like, you've been sitting here trying to turn all these situations to gold and like heal the situation, make it better, like heal people, help people heal, just for them to continue pulling you down. So I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna remove them. And I feel like now, with all of this that's been over, you're feeling a lot lighter. Like, you're feeling like, you know, like you may be reacting to certain situations or certain things that would usually cause you to like lose your patience, or like, you know, cause you to have an outburst or whatever. And you may even start to feel that reaction coming up, and then you're able to just like take a step back and go, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And that's the patience that you have gotten through this, because you just dealt with a ton of shit that was that deep. That like, it was that deep. There was a lot going on. But now it's like, nothing else is that, like, nothing is that deep. What I was afraid of happening happened. The things that I did not want to have to go through, I went through, and I came out the other side. And so now it's not that deep. And that is the energy that is bringing this turnaround. Like, you are literally about to flip. And the things that you're going to be turning to gold are the things that now can be turned to gold, that now that the sour shit has gotten out of the way, the stuff that like doesn't deserve to be turned to gold. You know what I'm saying? The things you're about to turn to gold are only going to benefit you, and like by happenstance also benefit the people that have been there for you and have actually genuinely like put forward gold for you, even if they only had like one or two little pebbles of gold that they were like, here, take this, I know you need it. Those are the people that are going to like benefit from this, not the dead weight that you left behind, because that's what the universe did. It was like shedded like a lot of dead weight for you, got it all off of you, you know? So now it's time for you to benefit and reap the rewards of things that you contributed to in your life that will bring you long-term abundance, fulfillment, and like be long-lasting gold. You don't want something that's going to crumble. You want something that is strong. That's what this next era, or this next step that you're already in, is bringing you, because you're in this energy of, it's okay. Everything, and it's not that deep. It's okay. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. I may not be where I wanted to be, but I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Dynamics have shifted. Places have changed. Like, you are in a completely different space than where you were a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago. Like, you are in a completely different place that you did not know where you were going to be. And these things that have all shifted around and changed, like, the universe did that intentionally. You had to be put in a space where you were not afraid of the things that could happen. You're not afraid of what is this person saying about me when I'm not around. You're not like you can't be afraid of those things anymore. You can't be afraid of what happens if I miss this payment on this bill. You can't. Like that, the fear is like what was weighing you down. So every single thing that you were afraid of, the universe had to remove it, because this next era is an era of peace. It's an era of grace and patience and just like ease. Like, yeah, things will still happen. Hardship still happens every single day, but you are going to be entering it, like entering the hardship, entering like these different situations that come up with a sense of ease, with a sense of grace. And that's what you've been building to. You're no longer losing sleep or no longer like having nightmares or being even like exhausted over situations that are not worth your time, because you finally let them go and the universe is no longer wasting your time on them. You're finally in this place too where it's like the wishes that you were like constantly casting, the wishes that you were throwing into the wishing well, the coins that you were throwing into the wishing well, all the things that you were wanting so badly, you're finally in a place where you're realizing that it wasn't meant to be. That's why your wish didn't come true. Your wish was on something very specific that would have tied you to your old life and tied you to what it is that you left behind. And that's not for you, and it's not meant for you. And you're finally at a place where you're accepting that and you're at peace with it, and you're even a little bit grateful. Grateful that the universe showed you this and moved it out of your way. Grateful that now that all of this stuff is out of the way, you can now have something new come in that is meant for you, that will be good for you, and that will lift you up into this era of peace that you are entering. You're finally in a place where you're realizing like you're not stuck and you've never been stuck. You're actually really free. And that's what the universe has been doing, is solidifying that freedom. The things that you felt like you were losing, you did not lose anything, it lost you. Every single situation lost you, because you are headed in such a better place. And all of those things, like I said, were just holding you down and holding you back. And so they had to be cut loose from your life so that it would no longer hold you back, because you are meant to go much more higher, further, faster, better, stronger. Like all, you're meant to go so much more beyond what the things that you were attached to are. And it's not because of the fact that they're not capable of it. It's just that they're not on that journey. They could be, but they're not on that place where they want to be better. They're not on that space where they want to do better or where they want to constantly improve. They are in a space where they are complacent. They are giving into these things in our society, or in the complexities of relationships that hold people down and hold people back and hold people in judgments and hold people in toxicity. And you want to break free of that. And unfortunately, to break free of that, you had to break free of them. But fortunately, you did. And now you're in a better place for it. A lot of these things that you left behind, a lot of these situations that were not good for you and were not right for you, they're going to realize what they have lost eventually. The things and people and places and jobs that wanted to turn you down and were not passionate about you the way that you were passionate about them, or were not willing to give the work into you that you were willing to give into them, they're going to be coming back around, or they're going to be sitting and sulking. Like, they are going to regret how they treated you and made you leave them, or they're going to be coming back and almost worshiping you and like being like, I should have listened to you, I should have been better, I should have done this, I should have done that, like you were right and I was wrong. And it's up to you how you handle that, but whatever you do, handle it with grace. Don't be vengeful. Don't be, like, just sit in this, like, in this energy that you've been in of keeping your peace and feeling that peace, and only do what is going to contribute to that peace. When these people come back, or when these job opportunities come back, when these places come back, like, if you feel even in the slightest that they will disrupt your peace in any way, it's not for you. You can give forgiveness, you can give grace, you can give love, always give love. But you don't have to let them back into your energy, and you don't have to let them back into your love. That is all I have. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can go to my Etsy store, Mage Farms. Have an awesome day.